Hello guys, today I'm going to talk about how to make your feelings dominant and live on those dominant feelings and habits so that the manifestation becomes effortless. So in our daily basis, how we live our lives is entirely dependent first in our thoughts. Then those thoughts will create feelings, and those feelings of acceptance are implanted in our subconscious mind, and through them, the reality is created. But now let me break it down how it happens. The feelings that I carry most of the time and most strongly within me, the one that repeats itself in my heart and my mind most of the time throughout the day, will eventually show itself in my outer life. It doesn't matter what I say out loud or what I wish for once in a while. What truly matters is what I am feeling deep down inside me most of the time. That is what becomes real. That's what takes form in my world. Neville says the dominant feeling invariably expresses itself. So what I feel the strongest and the most often deep inside me will always find a way to show up in my life. My outer world becomes a reflection of what I feel is real inside me. Even if I say I want something, what actually shows up is based on what I really feel is true over time. The key word here is dominant. That means not just random feelings that come and go, but the ones that live in me most of the time. The ones I come back to again and again like a default feeling in the background. And the word invariably means it always happens without exception. So the emotions and thoughts I constantly go back to, whether I realize it or not, are shaping my life. If I keep living in the feeling of fear, worry, lack, or doubt, I will getting more reasons to feel that way. But if I shift my dominant inner state to something like peace, love, confidence, or abundance, my life will shift in that direction too. If I'm always feeling like money is hard to get, even if I say I want to be rich, life will keep showing me a situation where money feels out of reach. Why this happens is because the dominant feeling that I carry is I don't have enough. But if I start feeling secure, grateful, and calm about money, as if I already have more than enough, my reality will start shifting to match that. I will start getting new ideas, new chances, new opportunities, and new people coming to help. That's how my dominant feelings express itself. Now I will give you two examples of what to do to help you understand it on a deeper level. One is positive and one negative. The first example that is from a negative perspective is like this. If you feel poor and desperate all the time, no matter how many times you say, I want more money, life will keep giving you the situation that match that poor and desperate feeling, like bills piling up or job rejections. Why? Because my dominant feeling is lack. That's the signal you're sending out, and life mirrors it back to you. And the second example from a positive perspective is like this. If you start imagining what it's like to already have more than enough, and you carry that calm, rich, secure feeling day after day, then even if nothing changes right away, life will start to shift. You might get an idea that leads to income. Someone might offer help or a random opportunity shows up because your dominant feeling is abundance, and that's what life brings back to you. And when you make the feeling dominant, your prayer becomes effortless. Just as Neville says, prayer must be without effort. Here's how it happens. When you pray, that means when you imagine or assume something that you want as already real, it should never feel like a struggle or like you're trying to force something to happen. It's not begging or pleading. It's not stressing or trying hard to convince anything outside you. It's relaxed, gentle, and quietly confident. It's like softly falling into a daydream where what I want is already true, and I simply enjoy it in my imagination. And the true creation happens in those peaceful moments when I feel the reality of my wish fulfilled without trying to make it happen. It's like being in a movie where I'm the main character and everything I want has already come true, and I just feel it with ease. And here is an example of how a struggle prayer is. If I sit down and say, please let me get that job, I really need this job, please make it happen, and I do it over and over again with tension in my chest, that is effortful prayer. That is me coming from fear. And that kind of prayer doesn't work because I'm feeling lack and I'm feeling not fulfilled. Instead, this is how it should be done. I lay down, close my eyes, and I imagine myself walking out of the interview smiling. I hear them say, "Congratulations, you got the job." I feel excited. I feel relief. I hear myself telling someone I got it. I feel that scene as real and then I let it go. That's effortless prayer. I've done it with feeling and I didn't need to try it hard. So when I imagine something that I want, when I'm praying or creating in my mind, I don't have to strain or try hard or stress about it. True prayer is a quiet and natural inner knowing. It's like a gentle trust. I don't beg, I don't plead, I just imagine it as already real and I feel it with ease. It's like falling asleep into a beautiful dream where what I want is already mine. So if you want a loving relationship, you don't sit down and beg the universe, "Please send me someone." That's effort and fear. Instead, you'll need to lie down, you need to relax and imagine being hugged. You feel the comfort of someone being close. You picture dinner with them or laughing together. You allow that scene to feel real in your body. You feel happy and calm. That's effortless prayer. You don't fight for it. You just become one with it in feeling. So whatever you feel the most will eventually become part of your life, whether it is good or bad. So you have to become aware of what you're constantly feeling. And when you pray, when you imagine, you should do it in a relaxed way, with trust, with no pressure, no trying hard, just ease, belief, and feeling as if it's already done. So in this whole lesson, what you need to keep in mind is you don't need to fight or struggle to make things happen. Your job is to take control of your feelings, because the ones you repeat and live in the most, those are the ones that will shape your future. And when you pray, that means when you imagine something you want, you should do it in a calm, a relaxed way, as if you already have it, because it's not about effort. It's about feeling as if it's already done. And yeah, that's it for this video. It was a short lesson that I find it very important to manifest without effort and not try hard to visualize and manifest. I hope you enjoyed it and let me know about any other kind of video that you would like me to talk about. See you in the next video.